Hello, welcome to LEAD 101, course video number 3 and the start of our 4th week. We've had some really great conversations on our first 2 posts and I'm quite pleased. I hope that quality of work and depth continues. Grades for your exercise 1 have been posted and are available through Canvas. And groups were finalized last week for your final project, so all of you should have connected by now. If you're having any trouble getting in touch with a team member or team members, please contact Sean or myself so we can facilitate the contact between you guys. Before we delve into the content, this is just a reminder regarding what is expected of you this week. And this is a screenshot taken directly from your syllabus. So on Monday, I would expect that you watch the video you're listening to now and read chapters 11, 12, and 13 of Kessler. By Wednesday, I would hope that you've read Kessler chapters 14 and 15 as well, which would mean that you've read the first 15 chapters of your main textbook for the course. And on Friday, your weekly exercise, Africa and the Middle East, will be due, along with all your responses to your peers regarding Europe. So just remember those deadlines are 11:59 p.m. Friday. So let's review a minute the website project that you have assigned to you. The creation of a website based on your group's assigned topic is worth over 28% of your final course grade. So this is very, very significant. Everyone on your team will receive the same grade on this portion of the assignment. There is a self-assessment and a peer assessment that will need to be completed that will inform a part of your grade. But this portion will be a shared grade. Everyone will get the same grade. The directions we will review next are further detailed in the assignment section of Canvas. So you do not rely on this video alone for your directions. Be sure you follow the written directions that are provided under assignments in Canvas. Canvas also includes the rubric that we will be using to determine your final project grade. So the rubric is a great resource for you as you're going through and completing each task involved in the website, as well as the overall kind of look and feel of your site. So in terms of content, your website is expected to have an About page, which includes a name, a mission statement, bios, and pictures of each team member. A Learn More page, or similar type of page that includes 3 articles by each team member that reflect the course themes. Remember that the course themes are leadership, social innovation, and tri-sector engagement or action. And then a news and resources page that provides links to relevant organizations both on and off the University of Delaware campus. So in terms of building a website, you're fortunate to have Sean as your TA this semester, and he's agreed to share his team's website with all of you. This website can be viewed by visiting http://pclampit.wixsite.com/Zika virus. I've also posted the link underneath this week's course video to make it easy for you to access. Sean has also provided this quick guide, step-by-step instructions for how to use Wix to develop a website. So you'll go to wix.com and select the sign up link next to where it says New to Wix at the top of the page. Use a valid email address and a password you can easily remember to create an account. Once your account has been created, go to Create a New Site by clicking on the plus sign at the top right of the screen. At this point, you will be given options regarding the kind of website your team would like to create. A tutorial is also provided by, that should say Wix, to help you create and design your website. Choosing a website name. Your website name should make a good first impression and provide some indication of your team's intent. So you'll want to decide if you want your name to be explanatory, serious, purposeful, playful, or techie. Given the topics that you've been assigned, playful is not likely to be an option, but that is something that's mentioned in the Do Good Well textbook that I'm referencing. So it's important to understand why you choose the name that you do and how it connects with the goals and styles of your organization. So an example of an explanatory website would be TED, because TED actually stands for Technology, Entertainment, and Design. A serious website would be Human Rights Campaign. An example of a purposeful website might be Teach for America. Playful, Just Naive Enough, and techie, change.org. Please keep these areas in mind as you develop your own name for your course or for your website for the course project. I realized that I forgot to mention that you do not have to use Wix. You may use any website building tool that you're used to or comfortable using. I just wanted to be sure that you had some option provided to you so that you didn't feel completely lost in terms of how to build a website. So after you've picked your name, I want you to write it down. You should each do this individually and have some fun with it. Maybe design a logo or something that would make you more comfortable with and familiar with the concept and what messages you're trying to convey. And then Google it to be sure it doesn't already exist. Sleep on it. Make sure this is truly the name that your group wants to commit to, and then finally share it. Obviously, you're going to be sharing it when you turn in your final project, but in terms of a entrepreneurial, social enterprise, these are the steps that you would follow when identifying and naming your own organization. In terms of mission statements, they should be brief, clear, and focused. So in terms of brevity, keep it short and to the point. Your mission shouldn't use more words than are absolutely necessary to get its point across about who you are, what you're doing, and why you're doing it. A good mission will cut to the chase. This doesn't mean you can't use descriptive language or add a sentence or two to set the scene before delivering the punch, but the punch is what the people remember. In terms of clarity, missions are frequently muddled in the vague language that reflects the difference between good intentions and understanding how to put good intentions into practice. So it's vital to use words that are clear and easy to understand. Avoid jargon and technical terms. Find words that convey your meaning precisely and don't have ambiguous meanings. Finally, focus. Your mission statement should distill your group's efforts into an easily communicable, central statement of purpose. Don't try to fit in more than you need. Find that core idea that underlies everything you're attempting to do and focus on that. These are some prompts for writing your mission statement. These are things that you as a group should ask yourselves. So what's the problem that you're focusing on? What's your vision? Who will you work with? So this is when we get into the tri-sector involvement. Assuming that you are a nonprofit organization, will you work with a for-profit or a government agency? How will the tri-sector involvement work for you and to benefit your particular area of interest? And then how will your vision be achieved? So really thinking through the realistic ability to obtain what it is you are hoping to change in the world. When you start thinking about goals, design goals that are mission-driven, evidence-based, realistic, therefore based on resources, which aren't a limitation for you given this assignment. However, it's still important to keep realism in mind. Impactful and innovative, tangible and trackable and specific. And if you'll notice, I've bolded the first letter of each of those bullet points and it spells out merits. And I've also included the just definition of merit, which is the quality of being particularly good or worthy, especially so as to deserve praise or reward, or deserve or be worthy of something, especially reward, punishment, or attention. But in this case, we want you to really think about your goals and their merit. So what works in activism? The three things that I want to mention to you briefly are identifying a problem, which you all have already done. You've identified something that's wrong, and you want to let people know why it should be something that they should care about. You want to point to its source. So why does the problem exist, and who is responsible? And finally, come to a common solution. Your group will propose a way to fix the problem that's been identified, and your solution should address the root of the problem and include the roles of your organization and audience, as well as any other sectors that you would be working with to make this vision a reality. So overall, while you're working together and you're thinking about your project, I would suggest that you take the approach of the development of an e-zine or an electronic magazine, and think of each of your team members as editorial staff members, and that your site is your means of communicating with the world and your means of hoping to educate individuals regarding the needed changes in order to make the world a better place. So next week we'll actually talk about doing what's right. That's where we'll start our conversation, and I look forward to another great week of conversation. Thank you.